Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company with Watches and Wonders 2026 coverage of Chopard. We are here with the manufacturer in its 30th anniversary as a movement manufacturer with 5 new models of the Alpine Eagle. So I want to emphasize that we have different colored dials, but we also have mechanical changes. So we're going to start with Rhône Blue. So Rhône, like the Rhône River, blue with the texture of the iconic Alpine Eagle dial. Of course, based on the design of the St. Moritz from the early 1980s, the design scales well. So in my left hand, we have the 36mm watch with the Rhône Blue dial, and all of these are in Lucent steel. Where you see steel, it is Lucent 225, and that refers to the hardness of the steel in Vickers, which is significantly more than standard 316L watchmaking steel in almost every case. Now, both of these are 100 meters water resistant. Both of these glow just fine. Both of these are automatic winding, but the larger watch features a caliber with a 60-hour power reserve, and the smaller one features a caliber with a 42-hour power reserve. They are both automatic, they are both chronometers, so this is just a matter of picking the watch that better suits your wrist. And in these cases, all that is new is the dial color. So from that, I want to start talking about something that is a little bit different. Now we have a watch that you haven't seen before. This is part of the Alpine Eagle collection. It is the Alpine Eagle 41 AM. It features a moss green dial, so outwardly something is different, but it's what's inside that counts. Chopard now talking about profound anti-magnetic qualities due to a new anti-magnetic hairspring not previously featured on the Alpine Eagle line. So we have moss green anti-magnetic qualities, but the same virtues we've had in the past: 100 meters, chronometer certified, manufacturer movement, 60-hour power reserve, and for what it's worth, hacking and quickset. Now we're going to take a look at what might have been the best sleeper launch of the whole integrated bracelet sports watch era. We are looking at the Chopard Alpine Eagle 41 XPS. So this is now an ultra-thin watch with a micro rotor movement, and it's double certification. We'll get into that in a moment. Still 41 millimeters in diameter, still loomed, still 100 meters, now only 8 millimeters thick, and that's because out back we have a Geneva Seal and COSC chronometer certified variant of Chopard's time-honored caliber 96. It's a micro-rotor automatic that features hacking seconds. It's got decoration to the Poisson de Genève level. It's 2 stacked barrels, so 2 stacked coaxial barrels giving us a 65-hour power reserve. And it is a beautiful machine, harking back to the earliest days of Chopard manufacture when Michel Parmigiani helped to launch their manufacture watchmaking era. And the nice thing about this watch is it is simply stacked with features, but it is not outwardly ostentatious. What we have on the dial is an all-new color, so if you're familiar with the original salmon dial, this is now Mountain Glow, but it has the same texture, same no-date balance. It's a gorgeous watch, but you do have options if you want an ultra-thin Alpine Eagle. So now what we have is the Chopard Alpine Eagle 41 XPCS, CS for center seconds. We have a shades of wood dial that gives a different kind of gradient metallic look to the Alpine Eagle, which previously had solid colors but not a gradient. This is a smoked fumé. Now out back, it is the same movement, which means it's a combination of Geneva Seal and chronometer, but this is a triple certification watch. It is also fair mined gold, which for ethical reasons, has huge implications for the watch on your wrist. Now, all of these watches are weighty matters. They feel substantial, but in full gold, you really get a sense of how robust this watch is. And I should call attention to what might be the most solid bracelet on the market. You'll find it on all of these, but it features a countersink of major links into minor links, such that there's no daylight shining through and almost no side-to-side play. It is an amazing feat of fabrication. You'll also note, I don't know how well you could see this, but on all of these watches, every individual link is removable. I mean, on top of everything else, the ones that have the micro rotor also have overcoil hairsprings, so my cup runneth over. If you want ultra thin, these are both 8 millimeters thick. It's just going to be a matter of color, material, and center seconds versus small seconds. With all new colors and a few new model variants, this is the Chopard Alpine Eagle for 2026. We're going to take a look at some Chopard dress watches now. What's impressive about Chopard is not just that it offers high-end watches, but that it offers them in base metals. So you have stainless steel, and 2 watches in steel are new for 2026. We're going to start with the L.U.C XPS Prussian Blue. What you're going to notice first is that this is a fairly large watch. At 40 millimeters in diameter, it's got a lot of presence and a broad 1930s-inspired sector-style dial. Now, the nomenclature, Prussian Blue, acknowledges the fact that Chopard's home of Fleurier in Switzerland was once part of the Kingdom of Prussia. And so the history lesson thus dispatched, let's take a look at what we're getting. We have these Delta-style hands, a sort of fusion between Baton and Dauphine on the dial, and then the sectors outboard on a Prussian Blue metallic sunburst base. You can see the watch is incredibly thin, only 7.2 millimeters thick, and that's possible because of the 3.3 millimeter thick caliber 96 out back. Now, this is a watch that features 2 stacked barrels, micro rotor automatic winding, 65-hour power reserve, overcoil. It does have stop seconds, and if you take a quick look, you're going to notice here that it is also a chronometer, and it pays tribute to Louis-Ulysse Chopard, who founded the company once upon a time. And you can see there's a little tribute across the top of the case back. The decoration is top-notch, but we can take it up even another level with this, the 1860. Now this is, of course, the L.U.C. 1860, a watch that is very close in design to the very first Chopard manufactured dress watch of 1996. In fact, it is the closest in the current catalog to that original. So on the dial side, we have a unique off-centered sort of rosette guilloche. And then we have Dauphine hands that are faceted down the center for better legibility. We have a sector outboard with chevron-style applique indices and small seconds. This watch is a little bit smaller at 36.5 millimeters in steel and a little bit thicker at 8.2 millimeters thick, but when you turn it around, you realize you're getting 2 for 1. It is a double certification watch. So we have the same 96 base with the same tech specs, but now not only is it a chronometer, it is also Geneva hallmark. And I should probably explain how a company in Fleurier has Geneva hallmark movements. There is still a Chopard watchmaking operation in Geneva, and so while the main factory and company is in Fleurier, the Geneva office is able to prepare these Poinçons de Genève movements because you can only get that certification if the movement is made in the city or canton of Geneva. And thus we have double certification in 36.5 or 7.2 millimeters thick and Prussian Blue in 40 millimeters, both of them made out of Lucent 225 steel. So as I said at the beginning, you're not forced to buy a precious metal watch to get high-end watchmaking at Chopard for 2026. Now, to finish off at Chopard for 2026 here at Watches and Wonders, I want to call out a piece that is near and dear to my heart, 40 millimeters in Fairmine gold, and a jump hour. This is the Quattro Spirit 25 with straw marquetry. Now this is an 8-piece edition, and this is number 8 of 8 in my hand. You can see at 40 millimeters in diameter, it doesn't necessarily impress by its size. It's a nice versatile size, but the detailing is exquisite. We have to call attention to the straw marquetry dial. So what this is quite literally pieces of straw. Yes, straw, as in from a farm, placed on the dial in tiny cuts to create a number of individual geometric patterns that are interlinking and unbroken across the dial's surface. And this takes 60 hours of artisanal labor. So yes, the dial is quite literally a work of art, and the crystal is a vitrine, because it would be unseemly to print on such a dial. The Louis-Ulysse Chopard logo is ghosted under the sapphire. Now you can see that this watch is a jump hour. It's a very dynamic thing. That's a big part of the Quattro Spirit 25 ethic, that the watch have a lot of personality despite having a very minimal display. Everything changes though when you turn it over now. Although the Quattro system is about a quarter century old, it is shocking to think that a 31.8 millimeter movement can incorporate so much power reserve and operate so normally. You don't have to wind it with a power tool. It doesn't take all day. It doesn't require a watch the size of a hockey puck. We have 2 sets of coaxial barrels, giving the watch a chronometric power reserve of at least 8 days. Now we also have Geneva Seal, which attests to the standard of finish on the movement, and the gold, which is made in Chopard's own foundry, is certified Fairmine, so this is a double certification. The movement is absolutely glorious. We have incredibly luminescent stripes, broad bevels, black polished, beveled and slotted screws, engine turned perlage on the base plate, and a black polished swan's neck fine adjustment mechanism. This is as good as it gets, but perhaps the quirkiest feature of this already quirky watch is the fact that it actually has a hacking function despite not having a seconds hand. But then again, sometimes luxury is about getting more than you need and more than you expect. So this is the Louis-Ulysse Chopard Quattro Spirit 25 with straw marquetry in yellow gold, 8 pieces for 2026.